Next on Good Morning El Paso, we have the latest on the attempt to assassinate the House Speaker, the latest out of Ohio. And Enrique Peña Nieto, the president of Mexico, is coming to Juarez. We will have the details. The Super Bowl commercials, one of them is by a director from El Paso. We'll show you that commercial.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC7's Good Morning El Paso.
Everyone, welcome back to Good Morning El Paso, or welcome if you're just joining us right now. I'm Hillary Floren.
And I'm Stephanie Valle. It is 6:01 on your Wednesday morning, and it's starting off to be chilly.
It is another cold day. Yesterday, it never really did warm up, just like Crystal said it wouldn't.
Right. The sun never came out. It was pretty dreary yesterday.
It really was. You know what? We were calling for a cool day. Temperatures only in the mid to around upper 40s, and we didn't even make it there yesterday. We only saw a high in the low 40s in El Paso. That's how cool it was. We didn't even warm up to our low expectations. Today, it's looking like another cool one. We're talking temperatures again in the low to mid 40s outside through the afternoon. On your clouds and radar map, here's part of the reason why. We still have the cloudiness. We still have that storm system that's pushing our way. You can really tell almost exactly where it is. The border between Arizona and New Mexico, where you're seeing that circle of clear conditions, that's where the heart of the storm is. Surrounding it, wrapping around the system, is the rain and snow, some of that pushing through. Right now, parts of our viewing area, including especially Sierra County, where the focus of activity is this morning. El Paso, we are at 39 degrees. It feels, though, like we're at 31 degrees, thanks to winds at 13 miles per hour coming out of the east. Western mountain slopes are breezier this morning. Over to Las Cruces, same situation, a little more wind conditions picking up as we move right up against the Organ Mountains. Our temperature 38 degrees in Las Cruces right now. Our relative humidity at 86%. Yet again, there is a possibility of some patchy fog conditions around parts of southern New Mexico. So do note that as you get ready for the commute this morning. And if you have a fog report, send it on over to us, weather at KVIA.com, or find us on Facebook and let us know so we can report that to all the rest of our viewers. We'll talk about your chance for rain today and the drying out, warming up by your weekend a few minutes from now.
Sounds great. Thanks, Crystal. Happening today, Mexican President Enrique Peña Nieto will be making a visit here to the borderland. El Diario is reporting Peña Nieto will visit our sister city, Juarez. His visit comes after he met with President Obama in Washington last week. According to El Diario, the Chihuahua governor confirmed the details are being finalized on this visit. Peña Nieto is expected to talk about health care, security, and energy reform. We are also learning more this morning about the man shot and killed by an El Paso police officer. 33-year-old Andy Martinez was shot Friday on the 4400 block of Tetons in the northeast part of town. When police pulled over a car Martinez was a passenger in, they say Martinez got out of the car with a handgun. Police say he refused to drop the weapon and started yelling at another officer. That's when an officer shot and killed him. His family admits he had trouble with the law, but say he did not have to die.
It was just devastating because, my son was a wonderful person. He was a loving dad, a loving brother, a loving grandkid, and I didn't think he deserved this.
He's always going to be in our hearts. He was a good person, even though he made mistakes like everyone else. He was a good person, and then we're going to miss him a lot.
The ABC7i team uncovered several prior arrests in El Paso, including an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, possession of marijuana, possession of a controlled substance, and unauthorized use of a vehicle. As for the officer who shot Martinez, she has not been identified. All we know is that she is a 2-year veteran of the force. The case will be presented now to a grand jury, which is standard procedure for all officer-involved shootings.
A murder suspect from Mississippi is recovering at UMC this morning after getting into a shootout with a New Mexico State police officer. This happened yesterday in Lawrenceburg off the freeway. The suspect is identified as 23-year-old DeJuan Holloway. Authorities say Holloway shot and killed a 19-year-old on Sunday. Police say the chase began when the officer spotted Holloway and Holloway refused to pull over. Police say Holloway fired several shots at officers and one of them fired back, hitting him. Holloway was flown to UMC here in El Paso, where he is expected to be okay. A Las Cruces man is behind bars this morning after police say he abused his baby and girlfriend, forcing them to live in extreme filth. 18-year-old Manuel Edmond is charged with aggravated battery, child abuse, and possession of meth with intent to distribute. We were there as SWAT team officers were called out to his home on the 400 block of Picacho on Monday. This after the man's girlfriend told police he pointed a loaded gun at her face. According to a complaint affidavit obtained by ABC 7, Thais had not allowed his girlfriend or his baby to bathe in more than a month. Our crew had been told that the inside of the home did not have hot water and was covered with dog feces.
And now to the latest on the UMC El Paso Children's Hospital saga. The University Medical Center board met yesterday to discuss a delinquent debt by Children's. The negotiations took place in executive session, and the board will not share details of those conversations. But as we've reported, UMC says Children's owes them nearly $80 million, and the lack of payment is affecting UMC's budget. The two hospitals are now negotiating a solution. A UMC spokesperson did tell us the level of discussion is progressive. The UMC board will meet again tomorrow.
Super Bowl Sunday is little more than 2 weeks away already, but you can already determine what Doritos commercial will air.
Well, it's all part of a national contest that actually an El Paso native is close to winning with the help of our votes.
Good morning, El Paso's Denise Olivas has this story. Denise.
Good morning. The grand prize, $1 million, and the winning commercial gets to air on Super Bowl Sunday. It's all part of Doritos' Crash the Super Bowl contest. Dave Horowitz, an El Paso native, wants the Sun City to rally around him and help him win the contest. Horowitz is also a filmmaker in Los Angeles and says he has yet to come across his big break. But winning this contest could be a game changer for his career. His Doritos ad is one of 10 finalists, and he tells me 5,000 entries were submitted. The ad with the most votes wins. And you're looking at Horowitz's commercial titled Lemonade Stand. After this little girl realizes her bag of Doritos is in high demand, she goes from young businesswoman to auctioneer. Horowitz tells us about his inspiration behind the commercial.
It's basically based on the premise of all of our first business ventures, whether that was selling lemonade, chocolate, Girl Scout cookies. And it's always funny, I think, when you have a little kid talk like an adult. And in this case, she's an auctioneer, and she's cleverly maximizing her profits by creating this bidding war at this impromptu auction.
Horowitz was a guest on ABC 7 at noon yesterday, where I got to talk to him about the commercial. You can watch that entire interview at KVIA.com and also on our website. A link to the Crash the Super Bowl website that's in our links mentioned, where you can watch the entire commercial and even vote for it. Stephanie, back to you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Denise.
We all need to get on and vote. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, it is really awesome. It's a great commercial. It's funny.
And it's a good quality one, too. Like, it looks very well done and put together. So making El Paso proud. Let's take a live look at traffic right now.
And we are looking at I-10 and Paisano with the help of our TxDOT traffic cameras. Traffic moving along pretty smoothly in central El Paso. Also here at I-10 and Geronimo in Central, where you can see there are more cars on the freeway, but no problems at this time.
The staple of a holiday tradition here in El Paso could be dying.
We take a look at why City Council may have to chop down the main tree in San Jacinto Plaza.
And later in the show, a big moment for the Catholic religion. A new saint has been canonized. We have those details. That's ahead.
But first, how is the weekend shaping up weather-wise? Meteorologist Crystal Cly lets us know. Hi, Crystal.
Hi, well, today's still looking like a cloudy and cool one, but we do have good news for your weekend. We've got the details on both Saturday and Sunday coming up after your break.
Thanks, Crystal. This is ABC 7, where news comes first.